In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to produce a correlation coefficient in SPSS. We're using the GSS 2006 dataset, and we're looking at the relationship between education and the number of hours an individual works. We want to know if people with more education work longer hours at their jobs. We're going to quantify the effect of education on hours worked by requesting a correlation coefficient. This statistic is available in SPSS in the bivariate procedure. This is located under the Analyze menu, and if you go down and click on Correlate, then Bivariate, the bivariate correlations dialog box opens up, and we're going to place the variables that we are interested in correlating into the variables box. You're going to notice that there's only one box, and it doesn't really matter if we put the dependent variable or the independent variable first. I do want to encourage you to get in the habit of placing the dependent variable first, because for most things in SPSS, it's important that the dependent variable is listed first. So the dependent variable is the number of hours worked, so we're going to use hours 1. And the independent variable is education. And so these are the two variables that we are interested in correlating. Make sure you paste your syntax, and we're actually going to leave all the defaults here, the two-tailed and Pearson. Okay, paste your syntax, and you can go ahead and run your syntax. And in the output window, you will see the correlation matrix appear. So SPSS produces a correlations matrix, and we are interested in the correlation in the top right-hand cell. So this number right here, 0.093. 0.093. You can think about whether or not this number is closer to 0 or closer to 1. Correlations are always within the range of 0 to 1, and if it's closer to 0, then this number tells us that education is not a very good predictor of hours worked. If it's closer to 1, then this tells us that education is a good predictor of hours worked. You will also see the number for n under the correlation coefficient is the number of valid cases. So this one here, 2,733. Those respondents gave a valid response to both questions, the number of years of education and the number of hours worked in the past week. You'll see this note at the bottom, these two asterisks. Correlation is significant at the 0.01 level using a two-tailed test. So even if you think this number is not very big, it still might be statistically significant.